Hi everyone, going through a nice stretch workout today to hopefully loosen up any sore muscles that you have, or just to give your brain a little bit of a break, have some nice movement that's really good for our mobility. All you'll need today is a magic circle. If you don't have one of those, grab a towel and you can do all the same exercises with that. We're not going to use that to start off with, so just place it down near your mat somewhere that you can grab it nice and easy later on in the session. We're going to come to lying down to start off with. Just finding a nice relaxing position. Start by softening our gaze. Finding our connection with our breath here. As you breathe in, think about expanding your ribs up towards the roof, out to the sides and back towards your mat. So we're getting that 360 breath. Filling our lungs all the way up as we breathe in. And then as you breathe out, just letting your whole body soften. Feel like all of our muscles are just melting and relaxing down into our mat. With your next exhale, relaxing your jaw, letting it soften down towards your mat. Relaxing your shoulders and your arms, letting them fall nice and heavy down towards the floor. Relaxing your back. And then relaxing your hips and your legs. So your whole body feels relaxed and melted down towards the floor. We're going to do some pelvic floor exercises here. So remembering our pelvic floor runs from the front of our pelvis to the back of our pelvis. And when it's relaxed, it hangs nice and heavy like a hammock down into our underwear. As we breathe out, we're going to gently squeeze our front and back passage, lifting our pelvic floor up. And then as you breathe in, letting it soften and relax down. Breathing out, squeeze your front and back passage, lift your pelvic floor up. Breathing in, letting it soften and relax back down. Just moving in time with your own breath, using each exhale to lift your pelvic floor. Trying to switch off your abdominal muscles and your glutes. And then as you breathe in, letting your pelvic floor relax. It's just as important to tell our pelvic floor how to relax as it is to contract. We don't want our pelvic floor to be tight all the time. Engaging these abdominal muscles, these pelvic floor muscles will help us engage our abdominal muscles. Those really deep abdominal muscles, our transverse abdominals. With your next exhale, lift your pelvic floor up and out of that imaginary hammock. And then we're just going to hold our pelvic floor there as we keep breathing in and out. So challenging our pelvic floor to stay lifted this time. Challenging it to keep working. And then as you breathe in, let your pelvic floor soften and relax down. We're going to bend our knees now so our feet come towards our bottom. We're just going to do some stretching for our arms with some arm arcs. So starting with both arms down by our side, we breathe out, reaching one arm up above our head, just as far as feels comfortable for your shoulder, and then breathing in, bringing it back down. Breathing out, we want to keep the back of our ribs down, and then breathing in, just alternating side to side. Really finding that length and stretch through our arms. Let's go to our reciprocal move now. So our hands meet through the middle and then reach long in the opposite directions. And And taking our arms up towards the roof, a little bit of a bend in our elbow. Let's take our arms nice and wide and then back up to the top. Some nice gentle movement here. Hopefully finding some length in our muscles. And then coming up, we're going to reach those fingertips up towards the roof, feeling our shoulder blades separate and then drawing them back and down, opening and separating through that upper back, and then bringing our shoulder blades back and down. And then let's bring our arms down by our side. We're going to grab our magic circle now. Some nice juicy stretches for our legs. Let's take one leg down towards the floor, hooking the magic circle or your towel around the arch of your other foot, drawing that leg back towards you. Again, using our breath here, we want to exhale and draw that leg in. Inhale, let it relax a little, and then we want to try and deepen that stretch with each exhale. Last little bit, let's wiggle that magic circle down a little bit, helping us pull our toes down towards our nose. Feeling that stretch a little lower down in our leg now, through the back of our calf. And then let's take that leg across our body. You can let go of the magic circle with one hand. Feeling that stretch through our outer thigh, ITB band. Just allow yourself to soften those muscles. Try and feel them relax and surrender. And then let's take that leg up and over to the other side, stretching your inner thigh this time. Trying to keep that opposite side hip down. So we're just really working through those inner thigh muscles, or our adductor group. Bring that leg back to the middle. Let's switch over to the other side. So hook the magic circle around the arch of your foot. Try and straighten your leg as much as you can. Pull that magic circle back towards you. With each exhale, we're trying to deepen that stretch down through the back of our leg. Finding length. Now let's wiggle that magic circle down to our toes. Deepening that stretch down through our calf muscle now. Drawing your toes down towards your nose. And let's take that leg across our body. Stretching through our outer thigh here. And take that leg over to the other side, finding your inner thigh stretch. Opposite hip stays down towards the mat. And bring that leg back to center. We'll place that magic circle down on the ground. We're going to lift our legs up into tabletop now, holding behind the backs of our thighs. As we breathe out, let our chin nod down, press our feet away as if they've got concrete in our boots, and then sitting up nice and tall. Let's just do some nice rolling for our spine here. So rolling back halfway, and then scooping our belly in, coming all the way back up nice and tall. Really scooping that belly in to bring ourselves up nice and tall, getting that nice roundness through that bottom part of our spine. Cool. We're going to shuffle all the way to that front edge of our mat, wrapping our arms around our legs, or if that's too much for you, you can just hold on to each knee, lifting our toes so they're hovering just off the mat. We're going to look down towards our belly button, so we're in a nice tight ball, and then we're going to roll ourselves back, and then as we breathe out, come all the way back up. Breathing in, breathing out. So we're just getting that nice rolling for our spine. We really want to keep tucked into a nice ball, roll back from our pelvis. So we get that nice roundness through our spine like our C-curve move that we just did. And then use your exhale to send your feet down towards the mat, rolling all the way back up. Coming now into some spine twisting and stretching. So let's start with our arms out in front of us. Really anchor those sit bones down. Let your chin nod down, shoulders roll forward, draw your belly back, getting that nice roundness through your spine, stretching all down through the back. Really reach yourself forward as you draw your belly back. And then re-stack up nice and tall. Couple more here. When you come all the way up, let's go into our saw. So feet come out as wide as your mat this time. Arms out nice and wide. We're going to twist around as far as we can and then dive forward towards that pinky tip. Ear comes down towards the ground. Really reach forward, keeping the sit bones anchored. And then we bring ourselves back to center, rotating around and then diving forwards as if we're trying to saw off our pinky toe. And then we come all the way back up, breathing out. And breathing in. Let's try and reach that back arm back nice and long. So we really feel that stretch all down through our back. Last one. And then we come all the way up. Let's finish with our mermaid today. So either coming into our Z sit position, you can have your legs out nice and long, or you can have your legs crossed, whatever feels good for you. I'm going to stay in my Z sit position, really anchoring our sit bones down, reaching our arm up and over, head tilts over to the side. Reaching our arm up and over, head tilts over to the side. Really feel that length down through our side body. We want to feel that pull effect. So we want to push our hip down into the mat while we reach that arm or pull that arm away. And then we'll get that nice length down through the side of our body. Last one. Beautiful. Let's switch our legs over to the other side, or you can keep going if you were just doing legs out straight or in our cross-legged position. As you do this, imagining your body's between two panes of glass, so we're not going forwards or backwards. Whole body goes side to side to really aid in that nice stretch and length. Cool. We are all done our stretch workout for today. So hopefully you're feeling a little bit more limber and mobile after that workout.